We turn our attention now to a new data set. We've been using the baptism records of Dr. Arbuthnot, but we have a new data set here that actually contains present-day birth records in the United States, and that data set is called present. So starting in exercise 4 and rounding out the assignment, let's use the present data to look at actual birth rates and then compare those to Arbuthnot's baptism records. So the first thing you want to do is throw in here, I'm in the lab notes, drop in data present. That's like basically telling we want to use that data set. And really, as we go on here, you'll be able to reproduce a lot of the functions and a lot of the R code that we've used in the previous sections. You'll just need to make sure that you're using the present data set this time from here on out instead of the Arbuthnot. But if you look, it's interesting. The variable names are the exact same. We've got a column for year, a column for boys, and a column for girls. We don't have as many data. We had 82 rows in the Arbuthnot data. Here we have 74. But otherwise, everything is the same, which makes it really convenient when copying and pasting and reusing code, because all we have to do is, like I said, change the data set name. So I'm showing you here just some simple ways, again, how we can inspect these data or examine them, because in number 4, I'm asking you to supply some of the information here. So for example, I'm asking you what years were included in the data set, what are the dimensions, and then what are the variable or column names. So I'm going to show you a trick, and I've given you the code up there at the right above exercise 4. But we know our column names, obviously. We've got 74 rows, 3 columns. We know our column names. But when we look at the year, for example, the year column, we know that the data start in the year 1940 and that we have 74 rows, but we would have to add 74 to 1940 to kind of see, or really would have to add 73 to 1940 to get that total. But instead, what we can do is, I'm going to show you a nice trick here. We'll use the summarize function from the tidyverse package, and we'll ask it to return the first and last of the years. Now we'll do that by using the min function, supply that year, and then we'll use the max function. And then I'm going to throw in here the in function, which tells us the total number of rows, which we know is 74. But just for example, now the highlighted blue there, that's the function name. And I simply named, so this is going to return 3 columns, a min column, a max column, and an in column. I used the same name for each column as the function name, but you'll see that you could name the left side of the equal sign, min, max, in. You could name those whatever you want. First, last, size, whatever. As long as the function name is there, you can name it whatever you want. Again, you're welcome to use the run feature, the run button up there, or the keyboard shortcut. On a Mac, it's Command Enter or Command Return, and on Windows it is Control. I think both work on a Mac though. But you see there, the first year that we notice, of course, is 1940. This returns a tibble or a tidy table. And then the last year there is 2013 and our 74 rows there. So I'm going to transfer this to my lab notes, or I'm sorry, the lab template, and drop that in. And then, of course, you would be responsible for supplying the response there. And then I'm going to just knit, make sure everything works. And let's come down here. So yeah, perfect.